Hello, this video is to introduce and test the DM500 density sensor. We test it in different milk 1, milk 2, and milk 3, and we have a 13.5 volts power supply and a USB connector, and also we have the serial port monitor to read the data. And first, we put the sensor in this milk. And make sure you sink the sensor into the milk completely, and make sure you get the air rid of it. And now you can read the information displayed on this window, which says speed is 3916 and the density is 0.944. So by here we can set the density as 1. We also set the speed in this milk as a reference speed, which is 1.442 by this protocol here. It says $SN0126. And now let's read the current configuration for the sensor, which is ID01, upload time 15 volts, and liquid speed is 1.442 as we said, and liquid density is 1.000 as we sent by this protocol here. And by this message here, RD01 00.99657, which means we have set this milk as a reference. And now let's put this sensor in other milk and see what happens. And we can read this message here, RD01 01.03548, which means the density in this milk is 1.036 times the density of this milk. Since this one we have already set it as a reference. And now we put the sensor in this third milk and see how the data changes. And we read this message 0101.030 and 43, which means the density in this milk is 1.031 times its reference milk, which is good. So now we can test the density of S node, and we pure some S node here. And we should repeat the previous step to set the S node as a reference value. So by this protocol, we set the current speed as reference speed, and by this protocol, we can set the reference density as 0.789, and let's read the current configuration. Here is ID01, upload time, liquid type, liquid speed, and liquid density, which is set as 0.789. And now we pure some water to dissolve the S node, and we should see some change in this window. And you can read the data. RD01 00.781, which means the density now is 0.872 times the reference, and we add some other water to this. And the data is 0100.952, which means the density of the S node is 0.952 times the reference. Let's add some more water. And now the density becomes 1.082, which means by adding water, the density is incrementing because the density of water is greater than the density of S node. So let's add more water. And now let's take a look at the data here, which give us a larger value, which is 1.176. It means the density of the liquid is 1.176 times the reference value. So the test is finished, and thanks for watching.